delegation touring the fire site Nabucco, the AP program setting a new goal, and students involved in a unique science-based competition.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all. I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for tuning in. First up in the news tonight, a local industrial company is announcing a major expansion project, and many young Bahamians stand to benefit. Sabrina Brown reports.
Pineyard Steel and Technical Center is investing $1.2 million into a massive expansion plan. Owner Edney Anderson has acquired a property on Queens Highway with over 18,000 square feet of space. He says training will be a major focus, and he's working to ensure that Grand Bahama has a good pool of skilled workers.
We will have the capacity to train 600 welders over the next 3 years. Come June, we will be full-time into the welding, the fitting. Upstairs, we have our facilities where we will be doing preparation for the CPA exams, QuickBooks. We're also going to be preparing patients to now be able to do their own VAT for their companies. We have also put in place facilities for the single mothers, that we'll have a daycare center taking care of your children. So you have no excuse not to come to school when Pineyard Technical Center is completed.
Anderson says it is troubling to see so many young men involved in criminal activities, and he believes his program can play a vital role in prison reform.
Pineyard Technical Center wants to work with the government to catch these young men even when they're in prison, FICE offenders. Instead of sending these young men up to prison, put these young men in school. And if they don't volunteer to go to school and make it mandatory that they report to school, then put them in prison.
He says he wants to partner with members of the community to help steer young men in particular on a positive path.
We now are appealing to the parents, the guidance council, the high school, to get those young men 2 nights a week while they're in high school, so that when they finish high school, they don't be so frustrating on the economy.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
The Ministry of Grand Bahama in the Office of the Prime Minister's Apiary program is underway and making positive strides. Those involved in the program taking part in a 3-day seminar with the goal of establishing an official cooperative society. 20 beekeepers, a part of the Ministry for Grand Bahama's AP program, taking part in a seminar hosted by the Department of Cooperative Development in the Ministry of Agriculture. The group was educated on the history of cooperatives, the benefits of coming together, and given advice on how to officially become a successful cooperative.
The only main thing that we gave them is the power of cooperation, working together. An informal definition of a cooperative is people helping people to help themselves, and today they have that down pat today.
The benefits of this group versus a sole proprietor would be they would have bargaining power right away. They would be able to control the market and set the price compared to an individual trying to do it by themselves. And you know, if an individual do it by themselves and they were to take a loss, then that individual would really feel it, whereas if they work together and they were to happen to take a loss, or even when they gain, they were to share the profits, and no man would be left behind. You know, it wouldn't be just one person rich in the society and then the rest of them struggling.
Provisional Chairman of the Grand Bahama Beekeeper Society, Tyree Moss, says that the 14-week program is going very well so far. In addition to the cooperative presentation, he says they've also had national and international presenters come and share valuable information.
We had a brief seminar, and then we've had the 14-week program. We're getting to about the middle, and we are clamping down on not only the theoretical part, but the practical part. So we've already began extracting wild hives, relocating them and rehabilitating them to harvest their products.
Ma says they are excited to officially become a cooperative and complete their training program.
Currently, we are actually founding the co-op so we can be an official body going forward. So you would have one number to call if you have wild bees, where you would know someone reputable and skilled would come by and sort the issue out for you. That's the part we're on currently. And in the future, we're going to get into actual products, such as certain creams, honey, soaps, candles, etc. We're going to go into the productization part of the program.
They say they are extremely grateful for the public and private support that has assisted them thus far. Another pastor is weighing in on the marijuana debate tonight. This member of the clergy says this hot-button issue must be viewed from a spiritual perspective.
Seeing what it has done to human, I don't think it will be good. And
Pastor of New Canaan Baptist Church, Bishop Washington Williams, is straight to the point on his stance regarding the possible legalization of marijuana in the country. For him, it's a no, and he says he doesn't think that it should be an issue for discussion.
Somebody can get up and say, well, look, I could go and get a little smoke. It ain't harm, of course, but because it is not legal, it put fear in a whole lot of people. You know, and they say, well, I'm not going to bother that because I know if I bother that, what's going to happen, you know. But when you make it legal, man, listen, the door's open. I don't think it will be good. And I honestly believe that that will be the first step to, you know, other things, you know, other drugs.
He questions where is the Christianity in legalizing marijuana.
God said your body is a temple of the Lord. And anything that you put into your body that defiles the body, then you are going against the laws of God.
That's right.
And, you know, if I defile the body by drinking or smoking or anything that defiles the body, you know, so for me, if I had to vote, I'd be a double no.
As the conversation in the nation stands, it has been suggested that the government should decriminalize the possession of a small amount of marijuana. Bishop Williams says this is also a bad idea.
Common sense, with all the years I've been here, you can have a small amount today and a small amount tomorrow, a small amount by the time it's the weekend, you got a hell of a lot. You understand? Because you don't have to get it all one time.
That's right.
And well, you know, 1,000 miles begin with one step.
That's right.
And so I think that would be damaging for our country.
He does acknowledge that some religious groups use marijuana as a part of their worship, but he says he still believes that if one can abstain from the use of marijuana, then you should do so. Stay with us, the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition continues in just a moment.